to work all night, would you? At the Quartermaine's party any time now.
Yeah, I know.
You are still planning to escort me, aren't you?
Only if the rapists and murderers of this town decide to call it quits.
Well, somehow I doubt they'll arrange their criminal activity around your social calendar.
I'm just trying to stave off another incident the like of which happened to Celia.
Celia?
Yeah, the guy that attacked her.
Celia was attacked? Is she all right? Why wasn't I told about this?
That's enough crime busting for one night. I'm going to get ready for the party.
I just spoke to Celia.
How is she?
Not very well. She's in bed with a bad cold.
A lot of that going around.
And apparently she caught hers from exposure after the attack.
It's too bad.
Yes. Grant's staying with her. You know, it's very strange. She's been awfully vague about the whole incident.
Well, I think if she wanted you to know, she would have shared all the details with you.
Well, why doesn't she want me to know?
I don't know, love, but it's not terribly important. The most important thing is to stem this rising tide of violence in the city.
Well, no one's arguing with you about that.
It's a shame. But the holiday season seems to bring out a combination of the best and the worst in people.
Well, fortunately for me, it brings out the best in one particular person.
And that's not the season, that's you. Hello.
Hey, Happy New Year's Eve.
Hey, same to you. Hey, listen, what do you got planned for tonight? Or should I say...
I've just been invited to the Quartermaine's party.
You?
Yeah, surprised me, too.
If I made my way over to your place, can I go with you and Holly?
Of course.
I hate attending parties alone.
Well, we'll be glad to monitor what's left of your virtue.
All I need is a lift, not a watchdog.
Holly and I shall provide both.
Thanks. See you in a bit.
That was Sean?
It would appear that Eddie Quartermaine has taken an interest in the new tycoon in town. He's invited Donnelly to the party.
Well, that'll be quite a match.
Well, I'll put my money on Donnelly. He's a formidable opponent, and I certainly wouldn't want to go up against him.
So were you surprised to get the invitation from Edward?
Shocked is more apt, and I'm sure it's not simply for the pleasure of my company.
I think we can count on that.
For some reason, my presence in Port Charles has rattled the old boy.
I'll tell you the reason. Edward can spot a fellow entrepreneur a mile away.
Yeah, he knows competition when he sees it.
I heard the old boy's a wheeler and dealer. Tell me, how did he manage to accumulate his fortune?
The Quartermaines are from old money.
Just the luck of birth?
Well, he inherited a sizable sum, but whatever his forebeg gave him, he's managed to increase that several times, or many times, in fact.
Edward is a very shrewd businessman.
What business is he into?
It'd be easier to say what he's not into.
I get the message. But could you give me a couple of hints on some of his major investments?
Why are you so curious?
You can never know too much about people, Robert. And you know me. Always looking for an edge.
Well, let's drink to our host for the party this evening. Edward, your health. That may be all you have left by the time Donnelly gets through with you. Mrs. Scorpio, how are you?
How
Happy New Year.
Well, Holly, Robin,
You look...
Sean.
Hello, Monica. You're looking radiant, as usual.
How would you know?
Oh, I'm so glad you could join us.
I wouldn't miss one of your parties for anything.
Lee, Gail, wonderful. Monica, look who's here.
Excuse me. Oh,
I have to talk to him about that. I mean, he mustn't let personal problems interfere with business. May I have a dance, Mrs. Scorpio?
I was beginning to think that I was going to have to ask you.
Excuse us. Excuse us.
Sean and Monica make quite a couple.
That's
I'm just simply making a harmless observation.
observation. Yes, harmless, definitely.
May I?
difference if I said no?
None whatsoever.
Then go right ahead.
What nice footwork.
Yeah, it pays to be fast and fit. Then again, I wouldn't have to tell you that.
You know, I'm beginning to think that I may have made a mistake and been quite so frank with you about my somewhat checkered past. I hope it's not going to sneak up on me and haunt me.
Never. Just makes you that much more attractive.
Don't let my husband hear you say that.
Say what?
I was just trying to seduce your wife.
Oh, that's all right. I think I want to be something serious. Here, I can see you two are working up quite a thirst.
I barely had time to say hello.
Well, actually, this is just an excuse to pop the question.
Well, thank you, Robert, but you're already married.
Are we toasting a possible Donnelly Quartermaine alliance?
Not just yet. Edward's offer is tempting, but I want to think about it.
Sean Donnelly hesitating? There's got to be more here than meets the eye. Come on. Now, what have you really got planned?
This drink is just between us. Private toast for a special memory.
Which one? I mean, there were so many. O'Reilly was a great friend and a great agent.
To O'Reilly, where are you now that we need you?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year.
Same here, mate.
Oh, there you are. It's midnight. Happy New Year.
No,
Happy New Year.
looks great so far.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. That kiss has got to last till next year.
Come on. We have to go and say Happy New Year to everyone.
Oh, right.